Hello students, my name is Manimugdha Medhi and I'm an assistant professor, Social Work Program, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Assam Nandan University. Um, Today in this video, we will discuss about the relationship of casework with various methods of social work, that is the primary methods of social work and secondary methods of social work. Let's see what it is there. As you have already studied the various methods of social work in your first semesters, from this semester onwards, you will learn it about in depth all the caseworks. I think by now you have already studied about community development and social group work. So basically, what is what are the in this video we will see what are the relation of casework with primary and secondary methods of social work. So as you have already studied, social work is a practice-based profession and an academic discipline that promotes social change and development. It also promotes social cohesion, that is social bonding, and the empowerment and liberation of the people. So principles of social justice, human rights, collective responsibility, and respect for diversities are central to social work. Underpinned by theories of various social workers, social sciences, humanities, and indigenous knowledges, social work engages people and structures to address life challenges and enhance their well-being. So as you know, there are 6 methods in total, 3 methods from primary method and 3 are secondary methods. So the primary methods are social case work, social group work, and community organization. The secondary methods are social action, social welfare administration, and social work research. In this semester, you will study about the primary methods of social work, that is social case work, social group work, and community organization. In your next semester, probably, you will study about social action and social welfare administration. And in the 5th semester, you will learn about social work research. And for the masters, you will have to learn all this in the 1st semester and 2nd semester. So let's go in social casework. As we have already studied in the previous videos, social casework is related to individuals, right? Working with individuals. Individual client is treated as a total unit here. Internal and external forces are motivated in such a manner so that he may solve his problems. Social casework covers the individual aspect of assistance. As such, the method adopted in it is purely psychological. But side by side, social worker also has to understand the various aspects of human behavior. He must establish workable combination between the available social services and the psychological understanding of the individual. Therefore, as a method, social casework gives much emphasis on environmental reorganization and thereby attempt to bring about a change on clients' attitude and behavior. So social casework does not make a person entirely free from disabilities, but they do it by social assistance. Besides, in certain favorable circumstances, social casework makes prevention and treatment of pathological problems also. So this is in general social casework. It is working with individuals, right? So here we will see what is social casework's relation with group work. So first, let's see what is group work. Social group work is basically concerned with groups, right? It develops leadership ability and cooperation of individuals in relation with a group. Group work plays a crucial role in development of an individual to live and work together. So if you are in a group, yes, the individual also counts. It helps in problems of adjustment and individual development of personality. The bonding of group depends on every individual member in the group. So that is why casework is so much important. It serves as a dual purpose of individual and group growth, right? So social group work widens the horizon for individual social consciousness. That is why we can utilize social, casework with group work. That is the basic relationship between both of them. Yes, social casework works with individuals and group work works with groups. But if the individual is not functional, then the group cannot be functional, right? So the individual has to be functional enough so that the group can be, the group growth is possible. What about community organization and its relationship with casework? So community organization is basically is concerned with large community issues, problems, policies, and legislations, planning, and welfare. So community organization is a very vast topic, right? It focuses on a larger group rather than individuals. Um, it promotes a sense of participation among the people. It creates a we feeling. It brings about individual progress towards material and recreational growth. It helps in personal acceptance and appreciation of each other. It creates an atmosphere of respect for the rights and interests of the people. It creates a sense of belongingness among the people of the community and hence develop a healthy social life of an individual with respect and dignity in the community. So if you have to grow in the community, first you have to grow yourself, grow as an individual. Then only you can be a part of a group which due to which you will be a larger part of the community. And if you as a if you can make an individual difference to the group, yes, you can also make an individual difference to the community as well. The next one is relation of casework with social action. So social action, as we all know, is a secondary method of social work, right? So social problems and conflicts have remained an integral part of our society from time immemorial, right? For providing relief and solution to these problems, social work and social welfare have also remained a part of human society. So professional social work utilizes certain methods of working with people in view of empowering the people to solve their problems. Among the methods of social work, social action is a new introduction in professional social work practice. Yes, there are lots of social action, you have heard about lots of social movements, right? But all, everything comes from an individual. If you can change individual to individual, yes, you will finally change a group, or you can finally change a whole community. So change is the only thing which is, permanent, right? So though its relevance is often felt in the field situations, social workers do not practice this method quite frequently. It is because the problems differ from place to place. So as frequently social action is not required, but in a larger perspective, yes, social action can bring about a wholesome change in the community or in the society. The inherent theme behind social action is readjustment of the social institutions and redistribution of power and resources for social justice and empowerment of the community. So as a method of social work, social action mobilizes the general population to bring about structural changes in the social system. So most of the problems which affect an individual have connections with or repercussions to his or her interpersonal relations, right? So if the problem is a problem like caste system is a big problem, right? It's a community problem, but yes, it affects an individual. So with social action, we can prevent the whole system of castes and treat the individual accordingly. This interpersonal relations could be within the family and or with various institutions in the community, say educational institutions, workplace, legal, neighborhood, friends, etc. So casework process may involve interventions not only at the family level, but also at the institutions in larger community, right? The client may be having the same social problem which the social worker is addressing at the macro level through social action, right? For example, sati system or caste system. So in such a situation, caseworker needs to build confidence and faith among the client and prepare him or her to be a part of the larger social action process. So this is how casework is related with social action. Next, we'll see how it is related to social welfare administration. So what is social welfare administration? It is both scientific and professional activity. Okay? It promotes social work practice in administration. Therefore, it is also called as social work. It administers or implements special programs intended for vulnerable, disadvantaged, and weaker sections of the population, such as women, disabled children, chronically ill or psychologically ill, the aged, right, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, etc., through social work process. It also organizes programs for sustainable social development. It also aims at the effective implementation of regular and special programs of social welfare agencies. Social welfare administration translates social welfare policies and social legislations into social work practice. So basically, this is how it is related to casework. Social casework is used with individual beneficiaries in administration of social services, right? So social group work is also used with families and groups which are at heart of every society. Social group work is also used in working with neighborhood groups and self-help groups. So it is also used to improve the effectiveness of the working of various communities which are part of social welfare administration. So basically, the relationship of social welfare administration is there with all the primary methods of social work, that is casework, group work, and community organization. So community organization is used in social, in resource mobilization and equitable distribution of services at the community level. It is also used to make effective the functions of Gram Sabha or ward meeting under Panchayati Raj institutions. Linkages and coordination is also used under social welfare administration, and social action is used in bringing social welfare strategies and collective action for analyzing, modifying, and formulating social welfare policies. It also translates into it translates the above into administration. So from the basic unit of social case work to group work to community organization and social action, social welfare administration can be brought up. Okay. Basically, social welfare administration consists of all the the legislations and the acts which come for the development of the human society, right, in a country. So so that is why from the basic level, social case work can be related with a much larger level like social welfare administration. Next one is the relationship of casework with social research, social work research. What is social work research? The effective planning and implementation of development programs and projects in the country depend largely on availability of reliable, adequate, and valid data, right? So social work research is the systemic and scientific study of social problems with the objective of producing knowledge for planning and carrying out social work programs. So if you don't do research, you cannot know about the problems, right? So if social work research is not there, then nothing is actually possible. Social casework is also not possible. Group work is also not possible. Community organization and social action and social welfare administration is also not possible. It is all due to social work research, because in research you have to know about the problem and then carry out necessary action. So social work research is a powerful tool in all social work setting and used in all the methods of social work, right? In social case work, it can be used as a case study. In group work, it can be used as a group study or a survey. Same with the community organization and social action, to take action along with reference to the social research that has been done, and accordingly legislations or acts can be provided through social welfare administration. For instance, all the social problems we have been citing so far can only be understood if we have scientific and systematic methods to find out their various causes, to formulate specific intervention strategies to arrive at solutions. So that is why social work research is so much important. So, what happens when social casework is related with social work research? So it helps in identifying the psychosocial problem in the client, right? Its intensity and extensiveness, its causal factors, its impact on other members of the family, and its repercussions on their social life can be done through social work research or case study, for a matter of fact. Gives an understanding of the factual ground realities, not mere perceptions or just not mere thinkings of the social situation, which in turn aid in conceptualizing the pros and cons of possible intervention strategies. So, social work research gives a very factual ground reality, so that you know what to do in the casework process. So it also helps in social casework. It also helps social caseworkers gain in-depth knowledge about the social problem or factors contributing to it and its impact on socio-cultural and economic life of the clients. So in conclusion, all the methods of social work are somehow interrelated, right? Despite their differences. So social casework requires the social worker to be skilled in social investigation and diagnosis, which we will be studying later, have adequate knowledge of human behavior and psychosocial problems, and use the client-worker relationship to build confidence and trust to aid clients solve their problems. Through group work processes, group members learn to live and work together to attain specific goals in adjustment to problems and enhance interpersonal relations. So take the example of an alcoholic, right? So when you de-addict a person, you do it at an individual level, right? But then you send him or her for the for a group work or for a group relationship. So after that, when the client is client is treated, he is released into the community, right? And then we will have to see how he works his way in the community. So everything is related here. In community work, social workers help people realize their felt needs and organize themselves to collaborate and cooperate towards attainment of common goals, right? So social action has been discussed as a powerful tool for bringing about positive changes in the social system for the betterment of the people. And social welfare administration is geared towards the effective running of human agencies. And finally, social work research help to identify and develop an objective critical perception of the social problem. So as I've given the example of alcoholism, casework is done, group work is done, and community organization is done. But while after he is released into the community, we realize that some kind of social research is required as to how many alcoholics are there in a district, or what is the reason for so much of alcoholism, right? So with social work research, we can do that, and then take necessary social action to let the government bring about some necessary changes so that alcoholism is reduced. And through social welfare administration, the government can bring about necessary changes or acts or legislations related to decrease of alcoholism. So this is basically the methods of social social work and its relation with each other, that is social casework, and its relationship with the the various methods of social work, that is the primary methods and the social and the secondary methods. I hope you have understood the concept here, and please do ask questions regarding that, and in further classes it will be discussed again. Okay, so a big thank you for listening. See you.